Ambe Steels, J Bancha, Diko Bancha. Real, Jamghar Jahan, Real Party Pack Tyahan.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Yoga's global relevance was highlighted today as International Yoga Day was marked across the world. Youth and Sports Minister Tejulal Chaudhary and Indian Ambassador Naveen Srivastava took part in yoga session held in Lumbini. Meanwhile, the Rashtriya Swatantra Party and the Rashtriya Prajatantra Party once again disrupted proceedings in the House of Representatives, demanding a parliamentary probe into the visit visa scandal. In international news, the Iran-Israel conflict has entered its 9th day, with tensions continuing to escalate in this region. This and more on today's Kantipur News. Good evening, I am Aprila Ghising Lama, and these are the headlines of the hour. 7 killed and 18 injured in Chitwan passenger bus and microbus crash on East-West Highway at around 10:15 this morning. India to rescue 16 Nepali nationals stranded in war-hit Iran. Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirms request for evacuation as 5 remain in detention over immigration issues. Iran's foreign minister warns the U.S. against entering war, calling it very dangerous. Israel strikes Iranian nuclear site, killing senior commander Saeed Izadi. And Sudur Pashchim Royals releases the list of retained and released players today as part of preparations for the Nepal Premier League 2025. Decision made as part of a long-term strategic plan. Welcome back. 7 people have been killed and 18 others injured in a collision between a passenger bus and a microbus in Kahari Bridge in Rapti Municipality 4 of Chitwan along the East-West Highway. A bus travelling from Dhangari to Kakadbhitta collided with an electric microbus heading from Makwanpur to Narayanganj at around 10:15 this morning. According to the police, the deceased included 55-year-old Som Prasad Durpaketi of Hatia 3, Makwanpur, and 52-year-old Moina Kumari Nupane of Hetauda 5. 3 women, one of them pregnant, and 2 men who lost their lives in the accident have yet to be identified. 5 victims died while undergoing treatment at Bharatpur Hospital, while 2 others lost their lives at a medical college. 18 others injured in the crash are currently receiving treatment at various hospitals across Chitwan. Now, moving on, the Indian government has decided to rescue Nepali citizens facing difficulties in Iran due to the war with Israel. At the request of the government of Nepal, the Indian embassy in Iran will carry out the rescue operation from Iran. Foreign Minister Arzu Ranadeva had requested the Indian government to evacuate the Nepali citizens as part of their operation to rescue their own nationals. Rana stated that there are 16 Nepali citizens currently in Iran. She has also directed Nepal's ambassador to India, Shankar Sharma, to coordinate accordingly for their return. Following Nepal's request, the Indian embassy in Iran has agreed to assist the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. As of today, instructed the Nepalis in Iran to contact the Indian embassy. The ministry spokesperson, Lok Bahadur Paudel Chetri, is coordinating with both the Nepali citizens in Iran and officials at the Indian embassy. Meanwhile, the Indian embassy has asked Nepali and Sri Lankan citizens in Iran to get in touch with them immediately. Of the 16 Nepali nationals, 5 are currently imprisoned in Iran due to immigration-related legal issues. The ministry stated that efforts are underway to secure their release and facilitate their return to Nepal. Now, the Rashtriya Swatantra Party and the Rashtriya Prajatantra Party once again protested in the House of Representatives today, demanding an investigation into the visit visa issue. During the ministry-wide discussion of the appropriation bill, both parties called for the formation of a high-level investigation committee and demanded the resignation of Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak. Prior to the commencement of the discussion, Rasapa and RPP accused the government of disregarding the voices of the people. Despite the protest, Speaker Devraj Khimire proceeded with the regular proceedings of the House. Subsequently, the RPP boycotted the session as they have done previously. Likewise, Rasapa members of parliament withdrew from the meeting after ruling party lawmakers began presenting their views on the budget. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here is today's question. What do you think of the agreement between major parties to seek for international funds for transitional justice works? Your options are A, right decision, B, carry out fair investigation first, C, unlikely to convince donors, or D, prefer not to comment. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or www.ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us. Now moving on, International Yoga Day was observed in Nepal with this year's theme, Yoga for One Earth, One Health. On the occasion of Yoga Day, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli addressed a program organized by the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology in Lalitpur. He emphasized that yoga is a scientifically multidimensional aspect of human life and urged people to make it a part of their daily routine. He stated that practicing yoga is essential to achieving the goals of human welfare, world peace, a prosperous Nepal, and happy Nepali citizens.
योग मानव जातिको कल्याणका लागि, मानव जातिले गर्ने, मानवका लागि गर्ने, आफ्ना लागि, परिवारका लागि, समाजका लागि, विश्वका लागि, शान्ति र सभ्यताका लागि गर्ने, समृद्ध नेपाल, सुखी नेपाली बनाउन हामीले गर्ने.
It is believed that the practice of yoga promotes peace of mind, self-control, purification of consciousness, and spiritual focus, thereby generating positive energy in individuals. If one can make yoga a part of life, they can remain healthy and live a long life. Yoga is also known to enhance work efficiency. Now, for the first time in Koshi province, land ownership certificates have been issued to unmanaged settlers in Rong rural municipality, Ilam. A total of 72 households in Santipur who have been residing on the land for many years without legal documentation have now received official land certificates.
The Land Issue Resolving Commission, in coordination with Rong Rural Municipality, has distributed land ownership certificates to 72 households in Santipur. The distribution process was formally initiated by the Commission's Central Chairperson, Hari Prasad Rijal, who handed over the first certificate to landless resident Dil Bahadur Subba.
सरकारले दिने हुँदाखेरि ठुलो ठुलो खुसी लागेर रमाइलो लाग्दै आयौं.
उपभोग गर्न आफूले गरिरहेको थियो, तर सरकारी उसमा हामी परिपक्व थिएनौं. कुनै पनि बेला सरकारको नियन्त्रणमा जान सक्ने अवस्था थियो. अहिले हाम्रो हातमा आयो, यो यसमा धेरै खुसीको कुरा हो.
Although these residents had been occupying the land for years, they faced challenges due to the lack of official ownership documents. The distribution of the certificates has brought significant relief to the local community. Out of 212 applications submitted by landless squatters and unmanaged settlers in Rong Rural Municipality, 150 have been approved for land certificates. Authorities stated that the remaining 78 will receive their documents in due course following legal procedures.
हामी आगामी 6 महिनाभित्रमा 1860 लालपुर चाहिँ वितरण गर्न सक्छौं र सुकुम्बासी आयोगको समस्या रोङ गाउँपालिकाबाट हामी मुक्त भयौं हालको अवस्थामा भनेर घोषणा गर्न सक्ने अवस्थामा हामी छौं.
The Commission is preparing to distribute approximately 700 land ownership certificates across Ilam district by the end of the current fiscal month. In this initial phase, work is being carried out in Rong, Mangsibung and Chulachuli rural municipalities along with Suryadaya and Mai municipalities.
इलाम जिल्लाको 5वटा पालिकाको 9वटा वडामा चाहिँ विशेष केन्द्रित भएर अहिलेको भनेको वितरण प्रक्रिया र नापजाँच प्रक्रिया केन्द्रित छौं. त्यसमा चाहिँ अहिले 2779 वटा किताहरूको चाहिँ भेरिफिकेसन हामी गरिरहेका छौं 9वटा वडामा.
According to the Ilam office of the Commission, a total of 22,240 applicants have been registered across the district, including 210 from landless Dalits, 910 from landless squatters, and 21,130 from unmanaged settlers. Many applicants who have lived without legal ownership for decades have expressed hope following the Commission's ongoing efforts to resolve land-related issues. A report by Bipul Bhattrai for Kantipur News, Ilam.
Welcome back. The local government has planned to establish an organic fertilizer industry, incorporating it into last year's policies and programs after soil tests in Palpa's Ribdikot rural municipality revealed increased acidity. Accordingly, with a modest budget and in collaboration with Daleswar Multipurpose Cooperative, Kusum River, Ribdikot Organic Fertilizer Industry was established and has begun production. The project is moving forward under a public-private partnership concept.
The infrastructure for the organic fertilizer industry has been built on 3 ropani of land leased from the Jaleshwar temple in Ribdikot. Production began after the construction of the factory, warehouse and other structures. The organic fertilizer is priced at 25 Nepali rupees per kg. The industry has a capacity to produce up to 1,000 kilograms daily. The rural municipality invested 1.9 million Nepali rupees and the cooperative invested 2 million Nepali rupees for the establishment of the industry. This has encouraged commercial farmers and those involved in the industry.
सोत्तर घाँस स्याउलाहरू अनावश्यक चीजहरू पनि यहाँ प्रयोग भएर यहाँ हामीले दिन पाएका छौं त्यो एउटा फाइदा छ भने अर्को कुरा यही नजिकैका बेरोजगार युवा महिलाहरूले पनि रोजगार पाउनु भएको छ
हामीले उत्पादन गरेको मल सबै हिसाब किताबले चाहिँ गुणस्तरीय भएको ल्याबबाट पनि टेस्ट भएर आइसकेको छ किसानहरुको माग अत्यधिक माग छ र कहिले तयार हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ करिब 2-3 महिना अगाडिदेखि नै मलाई यति चाहियो भनेर चाहिँ मागहरु उहाँहरुले दिइराख्नु भएको छ
Amrit Booty Jaivik Mul is an organic fertilizer made using a blend of locally sourced herbs, including Cromolena odorata, commonly known as Siam weed, Artemisia vulgaris, commonly known as mugwort, and other native hill plants. In addition to these, the fertilizer contains natural ingredients such as bone meal, oil cake, beneficial microbes like Pseudomonas and Trichoderma, seaweed extract, calcium, cow dung, and pressed mud.
अहिले चाहिँ 10 किलो प्रयोग गर्ने आइसल 8 किलो प्रयोग गर्ने र अब फेरि चाहिँ 6 किलो प्रयोग घट्दै कम गराउँदै प्रयोग गर्ने यसले चाहिँ उर्वरा शक्ति बढाउने उसले चाहिँ उर्वरा शक्ति रासायनिक मलले उर्वरा शक्ति त्यसकारण सबै नागरिकलाई यो मल प्रति चाहिँ आकर्षित हाम्रो बुवाहरुले हजुरबुवाहरुले चाहिँ पनि त्यही प्राङ्गारिक मल कारखाना मल प्रयोग गरेर चाहिँ धेरै कुराहरु गर्न सक्नु भएको थियो
The fertilizer is nutrient rich, containing 1% nitrogen, 0.5% phosphorus, 1% potassium, and 25% moisture, with a neutral pH of 7. It remains effective for up to 2 years from the date of production and is suitable for sustainable and eco-friendly farming practices. Tests conducted by the Soil and Fertilizer Testing Laboratory in Khajura Baki revealed that the soil in Ribdikot was acidic in some areas and alkaline in others. At a time when decreasing soil fertility is affecting production, fertilizers produced in such factories are expected to help improve soil quality. Ribdikot has 700 farmers engaged in commercial vegetable farming. The annual production of chili is over 50 million Nepali rupees, oranges over 70 million Nepali rupees, and vegetables over 20 million Nepali rupees. The use of organic fertilizer will not only increase production but also provide employment to people at the factory. A report by Madhav Varyal for Kantipur News.
Adverse weather conditions and the impact of climate change have led to a 70% decline in the harvest of wild cliff honey during the spring season in Dolakha. According to the Gauri Sankar Conservation Area, the number of wild honey harvesting activities has significantly decreased this year across various cliffs in Gauri Sankar and Bigu rural municipalities. In previous years, a considerable number of individuals sought permits for honey collection through the conservation area's subcommittees. However, continuous rainfall and unfavorable weather have resulted in a notable drop in permit applications. The number of traditional honey hunters has also declined. Officials from the conservation area have stated that the effects of climate change are contributing to the gradual disappearances of wild cliff bees each year. Furthermore, hydroelectric projects operating near river corridors have been identified as a contributing factor as they have reportedly failed to comply with environmental impact assessment requirements, thereby disrupting the natural habitats of bees. Traditionally, wild honey is harvested in the Nepalese month of Kartik, Mangsir, Boisak and Jesta along the cliffs of Gauri Sankar and Bigu regions. Dolakha used to export up to 4,000 litres of cliff honey annually. This year, that volume has dropped significantly. Welcome back. It is time for Sports Update.
Sports News.
Sudar Paschim Royals has officially released the list of retained and released players today as part of their intensified preparations for the Nepal Premier League 2025. According to team management, this decision has been made as part of a long-term strategic plan to strengthen the team structure and prepare for future challenges. The team has retained 6 players and released 6 players. Last season's runner-up, Sudur Paschim Royals, has once again retained national team vice-captain Dipendra Singh Airy as their marquee player. His experienced leadership qualities and consistent performance are expected to serve as the backbone of the team. Alongside Dipendra, Binod Bhandari, Arif Sheikh, Avinash Bohra, Ishan Pandey and Naren Saud have also been retained. These players have delivered excellent performance as domestic players in the previous season and played a key role in leading the team to the finals. Meanwhile, Arjun Kumar, Naresh Burathoki, Kharak Bahadur Bohra, Bhojraj Bhatt, Amit Shrestha and Basanta Khatri have been released. The team stated that this decision was made keeping in mind their long-term plans, the development of young players and the need for balance within the team structure. Sudur Paschim Royals has expressed gratitude towards all the released players. The team has also announced its plan to recruit new talented players through upcoming player drafts and trials. Representing the far western region, the franchise has reiterated its commitment to building an even more competitive team for the upcoming season. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.